Good evening. I'm Joe Netherworld, and I'm here with your daily tarot card read for January 14th, 2014. 1414. I don't know what that means. I don't think it means anything, but sometimes, especially with numerology, people get a little too crazy with numbers. Same thing with astrology. They get too crazy with the planets. But sometimes, you know, if it makes you feel good and you feel you got something in there, go with it. But we are, you know, January 14th. And we're moving into an interesting phase. The teens of the month give us the theme of the month and what we're doing. We have the, you know, in the early part of the month, we have the forecasting of what's coming up. Now we're in the actual situations of the month, and then when we get into the 20s, we'll be dealing with the aftermath of the situation. So right now we're in the middle of the situations, and it's been fun. It's been about magic. It's been about things happening and making things happen and work and having great opportunities and magical opportunities. So interesting month. January's going to be a busy month, I think, because it's going to set the tone for all of 2014. So keep that in mind and keep your eyes open as we read this month, especially because, you know, you got 11 more months after this and to deal with this year, right? Oh, look at that. That's almost a good shuffle. That's a good sign. So here we are. Let us stop right here. And our main card of the day. It's back again, the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is telling us, well, that's the you're crying over spilt milk situations. This was in yesterday's read. And he's back to tell us that is taken from it was a qualifier card yesterday, and now it's the main card today. Interesting. Let's see what he's traveling with and what we've learned from yesterday's situations and so on and so forth. I like you. And it's the Star card. Very important card. Unlike the Sun, which the Sun is a star, of course, but here it's about personal success, about ego, and the primacy of being an individual. The primacy of being an individual. It sounds very big words, but occasionally I'm overrun with a vocabulary that is out of control. It's the realm of my existence. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. Here we go. Cool. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a great card. Three of Cups is the, well, in some ways, it's the sisterhood. It's coming together of powerful individuals to form a coven or to form a group. I find it to be the Summer Witch card. It's about making things happen, about finding all the people in your group coming together. And in the summertime, it's a summertime card. It's powerful growth energy. It's about making things happen, but it's about making things happen with a group. So that's why it's the Coven card. It's a kind of summery, naturally herbal, you know, kind of witchy kind of vibe. Sunflowers in the background, very strong, very happy card. No mysteries that are negative. It's just about the power of a group and celebrating the individuality of the members of the group. So that's on one side. And then we have the Star on the other side, which is a little bit of an ego card, centralized and, you know, one side, you know, being that. So what I'm taking this as, the Five of Cups, you know, it's always this interesting card where someone's like obsessed with what they've lost and there's spilled cups in front of them. But there's what's here, which is interesting, is there's a little bit of loss of group. So what this energy is today is this might be best described as the day that you might experience a temporary breakup in your group. Because we have the Three of Cups representing the three coming together. In the Five of Cups, we see three cups spilt and on the ground. And we have the other energy of the Star being powerful force of the ego. So what today is going to be about, and what I see right here in this read is very simple. Remember the group and forget the ego. Because someone in your group today, of your friends, is going to be a little bit of an egomaniac. Throw some ego into the problems and break up the group. What you have to learn from that is that two cups remain. So really, you're going to maybe lose one of your members of the group today, temporarily. And you'll have to be bigger than their ego and remain together and kind of like give them a temporary hall pass and go, all right, fine. You want to go off, you got this ego problem, you want to be the supreme. I do like that show. That's fine. But you can't forget the group. So let the ego, let that happen today. Maybe it's you today. Maybe you need to check your ego and learn that you're going to hurt the group by thinking you're different or better than the group. So keep that in mind today. That today will be problematic. There will be some breaks in the group and some dynamic broken, but you're most powerful when you have this group dynamic. And that you are individuals, and then maybe today you're feeling a little unloved or unrecognized as an individual. That's your own attitude, though. It's not the reality of the situation. The attitude is very simple. Check it. Don't be an egomaniac to prove a point. Be proud of who you are and your own individual accomplishments, but don't forsake the accomplishments of the group. Keep that in mind today. And if you're confronted with an egomaniac today, realize it's their insecurity that is acting up and raising itself up. And that's an easy fix. It's called just shut your mouth and don't throw them under the bus. Don't read them. Don't give them a harshness. Just go, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Maybe you need to have some time alone, blah, blah, blah. Pay them some lip service and let them go. And if you're feeling unloved or your ego is not being served today, that's your problem. You fix yourself. Physician, heal thyself is the term I like to throw out there today. So there's some warnings, there's some observational questions that need to be asked and answered of yourself today. And don't be too upset if someone decides that they have to be the prima donna. Every now and then there's a diva that has to be dealt with. So that's how, and maybe, sometimes it's fun because what happens is, divas among you, is that you provide a needed service to the community and to the group. Because your ridiculous behavior today will give people hours of conversation to talk about later. So you are providing something, a needed service, which is someone to read. So have fun today. Read the Diva to Filth if you must. Enjoy the day. I'm enjoying to hear all the little comments that you'll have to share with me. And I will be back again tomorrow, sometime around midnight. But until then, I remain yours in magic, Joe Netherworld.